All right, Marlon Sanders here. Joe Lavery's a good friend of mine, and also my secret weapon. So many of the little things that I come up with that I share in Fast Track and other places, that actually come from the genius mind of Joe Lavery. He's all every single time I talk to him, he's discovered a new trick, a new secret, a new resource, and so forth. And I believe Tim is joining us here, so we'll give it one more second. Just one second here. So I've known Joe way back. In fact, when I had Cash Like Clockwork back in like 2001 or something, he bought it. That was like a long time ago. We've been friends a really long time. Well, Joe has a new body of research. I'm going to let him tell you about. Hey, Tim, how are you doing? My friend Joe Lavery is going to do the presentation today because he's got something really cool for you. And so Joe has this. The latest research that he's done is just pretty mind blowing. And so I asked him to come and share it with you all. And so, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let Joe take things over. Joe, go ahead and make sure you got permissions and everything that you need to go ahead.
You can hear me and see me right now, then
Yep.
I'm good to go.
Yep, you're good. All right, go ahead and roll.
All right, guys. So I really appreciate it, Marlon. I'm going to talk to you guys today about Notion, but not just about Notion. It's not like a masterclass in Notion. What I'm going to teach you is what I think is the fastest way, the easiest way, and the cheapest way, because it's free, 100% free, which you write that down, on how to create fast digital products and host them, deliver them without any recurring fees, without any payments, without buying software, platforms, servers, web hosting, or anything. And be able to create courses very quickly and have a better user experience, honestly, than just and without all the tech. So you don't have to create a membership site. You don't have to have a username and login system. How many people have ever had issues, with customer support? People forgot their password. People don't know where's the login URL because you have a different URL than when they purchase, and they don't know what to search for in their Gmail to find it. And all these things that happen every day for people that are selling digital products. And Notion, I believe, is a savior. I'm going to show you today on how to use it from that perspective. Now, some of you may have heard of Notion before. A lot of people have. There's a lot of talk about it. And a lot of people use it as a productivity system. They use it to communicate with teams. There's a lot of things you can do with it. I'm not going to go in depth on all of the things. I'm going to make it specific to creating digital products, hosting and delivering them quicker, easier, and cheaply. So that's kind of what I'm into. Does that sound good, Marlon? And if you're not going to be here, then I'll just keep rolling. So sounds like he took off. So that's great. I'm going to just keep rolling. So Notion, as you can see here, it's a wiki, it's docs, it's projects. It's very overwhelming. Now, I found out about it over a year ago, and it looked really cool, but I didn't really understand it. And I was like, I don't have time to figure out a new platform, I'm like, there's only so much time, right? And so it takes a lot of time to really figure out a lot of this stuff. And so I kind of put it on the back burner, and I decided not to invest that time. And, depending on what you're doing, I'm not saying you need to go all in on Notion, but if you just use it for the simple use case that I'm going to show today, I think that you might fall in love with it and want to figure out how you can use it in your life, because it's a lot of people call it like a second brain. You can organize everything and you never lose anything, and there's so many things that you can do. So as I walk through it, you'll see some of the possibilities I'm sure will come to your mind. So this is Notion here, you just open it up and there's a headline, obviously, and you can just add any kind of text, bullets, anything you want in here. Now, this is just like an outline that myself and ChatGPT came up with for this course. It's kind of what I'm going to walk through today. For you guys first. And, but yeah, you could use this to deliver digital products, courses, or memberships. Yeah. And so it just depends on the price point that you're selling at and whether you think you really need a membership. Do you need a community aspect? Do you need, a login and a paywall? The way I look at it before we get into it is anything over under $100, I should say. I really don't see the need to password protect it or try to prevent your files from being shared, because they're going to be shared anyway. There's nothing you can really do. 99% of products are unable to be, unless you actually have an app that you control, where it's like a SaaS. That's the only thing you can really do to protect your intellectual property. So if you're just doing videos, audios, text, there's literally no way to completely safeguard it. And I actually think it's good to let people share. You don't tell them that per se, but I don't think it's a bad thing to let them share it. Let them upload it to the torrent sites and to the illegal sites and stuff. Let them do that, because it's just going to get more attention for you and more people to find out about your course and who you are, right? Especially for lower ticket products. And that's what I'm focusing on this, right? So to get started, what you want to do is just go to Notion. And if you don't have an account, you get a free account, okay? Now, when you log in, which I'll do here in a second, this is what it'll, the first time you look at it, let that load, just not doing. Of course, it's going to go slow because I got so many things on. But on the left here, you'll have your navigation, and you can organize all your content in a very cool way. So let me minimize that for a second. Make this bigger. Full screen. There we go. So you can add favorites up here. And then each of these are pages inside of pages. You can create pages and pages and pages. You can also do databases, which I'm not going to be going into today, but databases allow you to have a dashboard. You can use you can create a Kanban board. You can organize all kinds of things. And some of that might be actually applicable for creating a course. It's not something I've currently done yet. But as an example, this is from Dan Coe, Intelligent Imitation. So he has a thing here where you can go in here, and he has the queue. That's where you put your ideas, or the Genius Bank. And then if I click in here, you'll see that it's a place for you to add all your ideas. So you can store ideas, add a URL, Genius idea. So here's give someone a template. You can organize this, and then they just start writing in all this stuff, right? And nothing is ever deleted unless you delete it, right? So it all stays in here, and then you can duplicate stuff in just a few clicks. So you can do databases and all kinds of stuff. But if you just want to create a simple course, it's as simple as creating a new page. And so let me see, let me minimize, go over here. Let me go over to the contents I have ready. Okay. So let me open Fast Digital Products. And one thing I'll notice, so like inside of this, you can actually have more than one workspace. So this right here is a workspace, and these are all different products and different content that I've imported. And that's the real beauty you're going to see in a second, is that you can allow anyone to duplicate your content into their Notion. Okay. It's not like that by default, but there's a setting that I'm going to show you in a second where you can make any piece of content or any page that you have inside of your Notion. You can allow it for public access, where it'll allow people to duplicate it into their account. And that's what you're going to do. So once someone orders a product from you, they're going to be able to go to a thank you page, and your thank you page is literally on Notion saying, hey, welcome to the course. And you're going to have a little video there explaining how to do it for some people that don't know Notion yet. But then they're going to be able to duplicate it in their account. And once it's in their account, as long as they don't lose their Notion password, they're going to have access to everything from you, right? So it makes it really good. It's much easier than emails and downloading PDFs that you can't find later and all this kind of stuff. Everything can be hosted directly in Notion, okay? And then in one click, everything is going to be imported into their account. And as you're going to see in a second, you're going to be able to do videos, you're going to be able to do audios, you're going to be able to do all the text you want. You can attach files. You can store pretty much any kind of content or data you have, and you can embed any third-party service content. So you can embed YouTube videos. You can embed Loom videos. You can embed any Vimeo. You can embed any video service pretty much. You can embed PDFs. You can embed all kinds of things. You can, I haven't been able to find anything that you can't embed. And so just to get your head going here, one of the things that I'm working on is a swipe feed. I have a product called Swipe Feed that I used to do. And what I used to do is go in the Facebook group, and I would share ads that I find on Facebook into a Facebook group. And so people could kind of scroll and see the ads and everything. But it's kind of like, it's really difficult. You can't search in the Facebook group. Facebook has got horrible search. It's known for that. With this, what I can do instead is I can embed ads directly in a page, right? And then I can share the page that might have 10 or 20 ads on one page already embedded. So they can just scroll through a page very quickly and see every ad that I want to share that week or that month, right? And they don't have to go into the Facebook group and scroll and go, which one's this? And like it's all on one page, and you can label each one with like a headline, a little description if you wanted. You can make it as simple or as complex as you want. It's completely robust, flexible, and it's enterprise level software. I do want to share that. This is not a JV Zoo, no offense, JV Zoo, but it's not a I am one person company that's creating this. This is an enterprise. They have funding, and it's going to be around for the long haul, right? I think it's already $1 billion company. It's growing fast. It's been around for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. So it's super solid is what I'm saying. And when you start using it, you'll see that. So here's an example of a page, right? Fast Digital Products. Welcome to the course. Here's another headline. And then I'm embedded a YouTube video. So this is the first video I created for this course that I'm doing, right? And so the fastest way that I know of to create a video and get it into a site or to get it into your course is to record with Loom and then just copy the link. And you copy the link into Notion and it's done. Like you don't have to do any source code. You don't have to like even copy a snippet. You literally just copy the link, the URL, and then Notion does all the work to embed that for you. And it's very smart. Like you don't even have to tell it, oh, this is a Loom or this is a YouTube. It's going to just know. So you just go to embed, and I'm going to demonstrate that all here in a second. So you can embed content in here. You can have checklists. You can embed multiple videos on one page, or you can create a series of nested pages just like you would on a website. So on a website, you have a page, and then you have a blog. You have different pages and posts and stuff that they're getting access to that could all be organized, and you could have modules. You can do the same thing in Notion. And now when they copy it into their account, they're not just copying the one page. They're copying that one page and any other page that's nested below it. Any of the parent gets duplicated, and then all the children below it go into it with it. I hope that makes sense. So
that dude.
I got, who's that? I heard somebody. Is there a question? Okay. Anyway, so if that's making sense, if you guys have any questions, feel free to unmute and let me know. But otherwise, I'll just keep trucking. Okay, so here we are on a page. I'm just going to click in here. And as you can see, there's a plus sign here, and there's a thing that right here, the drag. And then everything is based on slash commands. So if you've used Slack or Telegram, you're probably very familiar with slashes, but not everybody is. So a slash command is you literally just use the slash on your keyboard. So like that. There you go. And so as soon as you type a slash, this pop-up will come up, and you can see everything that you can embed. So you can just do text, which you don't even need to use the embed. You can just start typing, but you can create a new page, a to-do list, headings 1, 2, and 3, a table. You can do a bulleted list, a numbered list, a toggle list, a divider, a quote. You can link to another page. You can do a call out, which makes it stand out like that. You can embed an image. You can embed a web bookmark, which is basically just a link, but it'll basically, so like when you share a link on Twitter or on Facebook, it creates it grabs the image, and then it has the headline and then a little subheadline usually. That is basically what it'll do, but it'll keep it inside of Notion. So now it like, all it takes is a link, and now you have that resource there. So it looks better than just having a bunch of URLs at the bottom of your membership site. It's pulling in the data about each URL automatically. So it's easier for clients to see what each link is, and just looks nicer, right? You can embed videos, like I said, audios. And you can also upload videos and audios directly to Notion, so you don't even need a third-party service. But it is limited on file size, and I'll come back to that later. You can do code snippets. So this is really cool. So if you do coding and you want to give people snippets of code, like I used to do with PHP and JavaScript codes and stuff in some of my sites, it was a pain in the ass with WordPress plugins to get it to look good, syntax highlight. Here it is. It's one click, and you can just paste a code in, and it's going to look formatted nice so they can copy and paste it. You can upload any file that's not a default embeddable file. You could upload a doc file. You could upload a text file. You could upload pretty much anything. And then there's database stuff that, I'm not really going to go into, but you can create tables, you can create boards, you can create galleries, list view, calendar view, timeline view. So this is a very, very detailed thing that you can do. And we're not even done yet. Like, then it has AI built in as well. So you can summarize things, you do action items. And I haven't really dug into the AI specifically in this yet. So I'm not going to cover that really. But it also helps you create a table of contents. You can block equations. Like, I haven't done most of the stuff. The basic stuff that we're going to need is headlines, text, and embedding videos, or embedding, writing text, simple stuff like that. And then you have toggle headings too. So it just depends on how you want to format it. Now, one thing I will let you know is, like, if you're very picky on like how you want things to look, this is not, the best app per se for that, because it has a specific style that they want you to use, like everybody else. And so there's only like 2 fonts or whatever. So like I could go over here, and right here on the top right of any page, whatever page you're on, you go to the top right, and here's the default, and then you can change it to serif, and then you can do mono. Okay, which mono doesn't look that bad, or they all look good depending on what you're trying to do, but whatever. And then you can also go to small text if you want. Like, you can't change it like the pixel size. You can't do all that. All you can do is change it from a heading 1, 2, or 3, or text, a paragraph. So there's basically 4 styles of text, but then you can bold them and stuff like that. And then you can go full width on your pages if you want, which is not really going to do anything right now because I'm zoomed in. But that'll stretch the width out, right? Or you can have it narrow by default, right? So that's basically the stuff you can do. And as you can see, you can hover over things, you can cross things out, you can do italics, bold. And so anything that you highlight, that menu will pop up, and you can link it to something, you can comment, you can bold, italic, underline, strike through, you can turn it into a code, just like that, which is what this is right here. That's a code. You can, you get the gist. And then let's go here and actually, excuse me, grab this. And let's just show you that you can do color coding too. So you can, all the default colors, you can't pick your own hex color, right? Here, it's got these certain colors. You can do a background color, or you can do a color by default. So let's just say we got a blue color, then the text is blue. But that's the only shade of blue they got, right? So you can't change it around. What you could do is a blue background. If you change it to a blue background, now I believe it's going to be a white with blue background, okay? And then also the entire color of the entire account, I'm not sure where the setting is offhand, but we'll come across it. But basically, there's a way to do it: dark mode, light mode, or system. And the system will adapt to whatever your computer. So there's an option on most computers now that after a certain time at night, it'll switch to dark mode, so it's easier on your eyes. During the day, it'll be light mode, et cetera, et cetera. So you have all those options, and that's why it's dark currently as we're looking at this. Okay, so so right here, this is a link to another page. So this is how simple it is. Each page can have an icon, and you click it, it goes to the next page. Now you can see if here, just like a breadcrumb, like any other navigation on a website, right? It started at Fast Digital Products, that's the parent page, and now we're on the child. And this will continue to go unlimited levels deep, right? So then you got a headline, and then boom, it's a video. So this is not my video. And this is a good idea for you guys as well. This is the fastest, easiest, most simplest way that I've ever seen to be able to use other people's content to create lead magnets, to create 2-step value posts, and to create mini courses that you can get people to register and give you their email to join your list, even though you're using other people's content. Now, yes, naturally, there might be some creators out there that wouldn't love that. But at the end of the day, you're not breaking the law. These are public resources, and you're embedding them legally in YouTube. And I don't think there's a lot you can do other than, obviously you don't want to wrong anyone, but like I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, you create a course and you curate the best videos on AI, you put them into a Notion course, right? And it could be a series of pages linking to AI by different topics. Each page can have specific videos embedded. You could have descriptions below them that you write. You could put your 2 cents in, or you could just list them in the videos, and you got like 10 of the best videos on YouTube about AI. And now that's something that you can give away to build your list. That's something you can give away to build your database. You can do posts on Facebook. You can say, hey, I put together the 10 best videos I found in the last 3 months on AI. If you want a copy, just reply, leave a comment, AI. Boom. You know how those posts go. That's called a 2-step post, right? So you could do that over and over and over again. And it doesn't have to be 10 videos. It could be 2 videos. It could be the 2 best videos or 3 best videos. And their videos you could just go and find on YouTube. So let me show you how simple it is. Let's go to YouTube. And as that's loading, something to keep in mind is this can be as complex or as simple as you want. Like I'm old school. I like the old days, and you know, a lot of you may or not know what I'm talking about. But like in the old days, there was no like landing page builders. There was no ClickFunnels. There was no any of this stuff. There wasn't even WordPress in the beginning. We would just have like a big HTML page, right? And we might have 10 videos that we sold in that course for $100, $97 course. Might have 10 videos, and it would just be a little page that says here's access to your site, and it would have a description. Video 1, you know, intro. Video 2, how to XYZ. Video 3, how to XYZ. Video 4, how to XYZ. And they would just be stacked on top of each other. You'd have 10 videos right on top of each other on the same page. I kind of like it that way. You know, some people want to have like nested pages and organize it better and all that. I like it when it's all on one page. It's easier for me. I don't have to load page. I feel like it's faster. So if you wanted to do that, it's so easy. So let's go find a video and just show you how it works. We search for, good God, AI. Search for Alex Hormozi. Here's a good AI video. Okay, so let's copy this one, copy the URL, copy link address, go over here and watch how quick it is to insert this. And it's kind of slow on my computer right now, and even during the day, it's going to be slower on the computer. But if you're using your iPhone, if you have a modern phone, the Notion app is absolutely amazing. So there is a mobile app and everything is back and forth. So anything you add on mobile, it's like available instantly, like any other app, right? But it's a high quality app that is super fast. And so to do all this stuff, what you could do now, there was no way to do this in the past, right? So let me just type in / there's different ways you can do /video, but I'm just going to do embed. You just search for EM, then you click embed, and then just paste the URL in there, embed link. And you're done. You're literally done. Now you have a video inside of Notion, and there you go. And look how great that looks. It embeds it perfectly. You can change the size. You can mess around with it if you really want to, but it's not needed, right? In fact, I'm going to close this for a second so we can just focus. And so there you go. Now you got 2 videos. Now I could go here below, find the next AI video or next Alex Hormozi video or whatever video, just /EM, hit embed, and you can just do it over and over again. It takes 2 seconds. Now on the mobile, it's even easier. If you just paste a link, see, watch. Let me just paste it again. Control V. See, you don't see what I just did. You don't even have to do the / command. How cool is that? So, did you guys see that? I'm gonna dismiss it. Control Z. Now let me do it again. I'm pasting. So I found the URL. I copied it to the clipboard. Now I'm hitting Control V on my keyboard. Boom. The link comes up, but it's so smart that it's knowing. Do you want to just have the link there? Do you want to create a bookmark? Which is what? Let's create the bookmark just so you can see what that does. That's what I was talking about before, where it fetches the preview. So now you have the picture, the headline, and the description, right? So that would be good if you're linking to resources with your affiliate link or something like that, and all the recommended resources. You can have a whole page, or on the bottom of the page where it's like, here's the top recommended tools to make the most out of this course. Or if you're teaching something, all the tools that you recommend in the course, you want to use your affiliate links to as many things as possible. And now you can embed them all on the same page or on a resources page within the master page, however you want to do it. Let's do it again. Now I'm going to hit Control
Joe,
V
can
again.
you edit that video?
Excuse me?
Can you edit that video?
I can't edit the video in here. No, these, you embed videos that are already edited on YouTube or anywhere else. You got to edit them somewhere else. It's not a video editor. No. I mean, you can change the size of them and stuff like that. But now I pasted it again, and I'm going to hit embed video. That's it. So now I didn't even have to do the / command and all that. You just paste the link and then click embed and you're done. Now you embedded it. How cool is that? So you can do the same thing. You just got to go find the videos you want and just do that over and over again. You just paste it, embed. Obviously you'd use a different URL each time. I'm using the same one over and over just to save time, but you get the point. And now you can have all these beautiful videos on top of each other. And then if you wanted to, you could have a description underneath each one, right? So sometimes I don't know how to, I'm going to go here. Okay. So let's just say headline, heading 1, heading 2, or heading 3, depending on, heading 1 at the top, this could be a heading 2. Best AI video #1. Okay. You know, this is not the best, you know, the best. Now I'm going to right click here, or not right click here and then delete that. I don't want that right here. Best AI video number 1. Okay. And let's go right here. That's the problem too. It's like if you don't have a space before it, sometimes it's a pain to like try and whatever. So what I'll do is I'll just delete this. Delete. And then paste that again. Best AI video number 2. And now if you do Control D on your keyboard, I just did Control D 5 times or 4 times. It'll just duplicate whatever you're focused on. So whatever your mouse is selecting, it'll duplicate it. And I think that includes the video. So if I include the video right here, and I'm clicking on it, and you can leave comments on stuff too. There's all kinds of things you can do. Just say the video's here. Let's start playing. But now it's selected. So now if I hit Control D, no, it's not going to do it. I guess it doesn't do it on a video. But for any of the text stuff, yeah, Control D does that. Now that saves you time. Now below each one, you just do a space, and now you control. Oops, now I got to grab a URL again. Sorry. Let me get that URL. Okay, let's say you wanted to embed a short instead. Okay, let's copy this one. Copy link address. So you go down. Control V and create embed. There we go. So that's a short. So you could change it if you wanted to be, if you wanted to match this, you could change this like this. Looks like it keeps the dimensions though. So it's a little finicky sometimes. I wish that you could change the dimensions on that, but it's pretty damn good though. Just as is. We can do the same thing over and over, and you can see how quickly you could just create 3, 5 videos, throw them in there. Okay, and now you have them on your page. And then you can add as much text as you want, above, below, give descriptions, add links. You can make it look however you want, right? As far as, you know, within their parameters of design. Like you can't, you know, import your own custom font and shit like that. But okay, now let's just say that this product, I wanted to share this page as a 2-step opt-in or a lead magnet, right? All you do, and this is the beauty, this is why it's completely free. And the thing is, Notion is completely free. There is an upgraded for $10 a month, but most people don't use it. I haven't used it yet, but there's one case where you might want to do that, but still $10 a month is still cheap as hell anyway. And it would probably replace other fees that you're paying, right? But if you click share, now you can add people, groups, or emails for your team or other people. If you want to keep it protected and you just want to share it with one person, you could do that. But if you just want to share to the web and use it as a course thank you URL or as a bonus, whatever, you just show linking options here. And by default, it's going to share to the web. But if you turn that off, then it'll be private, restrict access. But right now, allow duplicate as template. As long as this is clicked right here, you can turn it off if you want. So now it's a web page without that. Let me turn it off. Come on. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Search engine indexing, like if you want to benefit from Notion's Anchor, you know, they have the really good authority site. So like if you just pay for the plus plan $10 a month, then everything that you do, you could have pages and you could turn it on a page per page basis. But anything that you wanted to rank with keywords and like trying to create a blog on it if you really wanted to, and try to get it linked in the URL, and you might have better luck than just starting out with a new site. Why is it? Not sure why it's not letting me do that, but anyway, so share. Let's do it again. Copy web link. Let's open it up. See what happens.
So Joe, can you embed just a portion of the video?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You got to take the whole video.
Yeah. I mean, if it's your video, you can see the thing is you can upload your own videos. You just upload them to YouTube account and have them unlisted. And then you edit the video however you want first, you know, like you would have to do anyway for anything. So here's the page. I'm still logged in, but let me put it into another account. So I'm not logged into this account yet. This is a different browser. Let me do it over here just so you guys can see for sure. It's going to be like. Now this is in this hypothetical example, this is the URL that you would give someone after they registered for a free bonus or for a two-step or for a lead magnet. Or if it's your course, it could be your course, and you could just give that URL right there. You can also change this URL here if you want, but they already have it. They already add this big thing at the end so people can't guess it. So it's already an ugly URL that you don't have to worry about. No one's going to guess it, right? Okay, so when they load this up, how to use Notion, beginner tutorial, they'll see the whole page right there, and it's live on the internet, right? So like they have access to it right there. Even if they don't know how to duplicate it, it's a thank you page, and it has what they purchased or what you promised them, right? So that's it. Now, if you have duplicate enabled, then you can click duplicate.
Hey, Joe, this is Jim F. Got a quick question for you.
Sure.
So curious, if you're sharing it and then you duplicate it and someone logs in and has it part of their account, could they then reshare it as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And that's why I wouldn't recommend this for like a premium course,
Gotcha.
Something that this is for stuff that you don't really care if it gets shared because it's going to help you. Right.
Gotcha.
It's like, I don't see it as an issue. I can see why some people do because, whatever. But if it's for $100 or less course, I don't think that's an issue at all. Like, let them share it. It's just going to bring more. And especially if you do it the way that I was explaining, where you have all your resources, you're linking to your sites,
Sure.
you're linking to your offers, and you have it all in there. Like, you can really go to town on it. And I'm going to show you an example in a second of what that looks like.
Thank you.
Sure. So let me duplicate this. I don't know if it'll let me because it's my own. Because you can't really log in with Notion with a password either. They make it so easy. They use Magic Link. Are you guys familiar with Magic Link? Right. So with Magic Link, all they do is give you an email. So whatever your account, as long as you remember what email you signed up for Notion, you just enter it right here. They don't even have a password with email option. So what you do is like a two-step. So like you enter your email in there, and that's why I didn't do it right now because I didn't want to have to go get my email open, and I thought it would slow us down. And then you just click the link in the email, and then it instantly logs you in. So there's no password. But you have to do that every single time you log in. And so, but it'll stay open in your browser for weeks, as long as you don't close it out or log out. Right. So let's just see if this is working. Choose a workspace to duplicate. Now, this is what I was talking about. Most people don't have more than one workspace. But I do. And this is the advantage. So I believe you should have two workspaces. And this makes it so much easier. So now every time I duplicate it, Joe Lavery's Notion, that's my personal Notion, and everything that I get in there, everything I'm building, my own thoughts, any courses I get, I put them in there. But the courses tab is what I'm planning to use. That's a separate workspace, and only stuff that I'm giving away or selling. So anything that I'm creating content for, and I want to make sure that I don't mess it up because people are depending on it. It's a URL that's living out there. People are paying for it, or people are opting in for it. People are registering for it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I want to make sure that those URLs stay in there. Then I put it in the courses URL and I separate it. And what's really cool is you can move them back and forth. So if you can build it in your personal account or your personal workspace is what it's called. Let me hit courses and it'll just duplicate into courses. You can build it in one, and then when you're ready to publish it and you're happy with it, then you can move it to the other one and then grab the URL. It's very, very cool. And what's cool too is like, it's so easy to just update this. So like, let's just say you forgot to add you wanted to add a link to something on the page. You just log into your app on your phone, or you can do it right here. You just go to the page, you edit it, and it's instantly edited. And now the next person that gets it, they're going to have the full version. Now, there is one small issue here. Now, when they copy it into their account, let's just say you update it and add a bunch of new pages or a bunch of new content, it's not going to update in their account. So that is a drawback a little bit, but not really, because if you're using it as a course where they get what they paid for, you could send out an email with the new link, or to just let them know, hey, we've updated it. Here's the link to get your update. And then they can duplicate it again with all the new content in it. And then they can delete the old one, or however they want to do it, or they'll have two of them in there. Either way, they're getting access to what you paid. You just email them out. And now every time you add a bonus or add something, you have a reason to email them, you give them the link. But it's super simple. Like, there's no login issues. You don't have anyone ever replying to an email saying, I can't get into the membership. I don't know where it's not working for me. Oh, the password reset's broken. I'm not getting the email. How many times I've had to deal with that over the years. This solves all of that because it's all in their Notion. Now, as soon as you copy it into your Notion, you can see that I just did. And now I'm in courses. So that page was I think I copied it to itself. Yeah. So that page was originally right here in the courses section. It was how to use Notion. I duplicated just that page into the same account. So I guess you can duplicate your own content back into your own account. There's other ways to do it too. You can transfer it, but yeah, so that's how you do it there. And so now they have this in their account, and yes, they could share it again and they could grab the URL, or they could just give the original URL. So it's not going to prevent theft. So it's not meant to. So if you want a situation like that, that's when you want to use a membership site and do it however you want to do it. But this is a very quick and cheap way. So if you guys can imagine, if you had a nice template built out that's very basic, like video 1, 2, 3 has the framework, everything's already done, and now you create a course. Now the next time you create a course, you're going to use the exact same framework, right? You duplicate the whole page, and now you just create new videos and change the descriptions, and you're done. And it already has all your resources. It has your offer or whatever. I mean, obviously you can customize it as much as you need to, but as a way of just saving time, if you're going to be coming out with caffeine products or little quick products very quickly, or 2 steps, free reports. And the beauty about this, and me and Marlon were talking about this, is that any idea you get, any video that you watch on YouTube can now become a 2-step for you. You'd be like, hey, I just watched the best video. If you want the link, let me know. And then you just share the Notion page with it embedded in it. But now, even if you don't charge for it, it's just a 2-step, or you don't collect the email first, which you probably want to collect an email first. You create a basic landing page and just redirect to the Notion page. I'm going a little fast, but even if you don't, you just give out the URL. You can at least put links to your offer and stuff below it. Or, hey, if you need help doing whatever the video is talking about, even though it's not your video, or if it is your video, it really doesn't matter. Click here to book a call with me, or click here to get my new course, or click here to join my membership. Whatever it is, you have a major call to action below every video. And now each one of those is something that you can put content out there that's not even your content, but you're leveraging all the hooks and all the angles and everything from those videos that are really working on YouTube or anywhere else you find them. It doesn't have to be YouTube. You could do Rumble. If you find something on Rumble, that's good, but that's mostly like political stuff for right now. But I think Rumble will be growing in the future to include other kinds of content. But right now, obviously, YouTube is the biggest, the best, as far as content goes, for sure. But you can also put long-range content. So I know we're coming up at 8:46, and I don't know if there's going to be, if Marlon wants to chime in a little bit. But what I want to do at a bare minimum before we continue here is I want to show you guys kind of what a course can look like. So let me go to content ideas, load that up. And I'm going to show you some of the examples of other people's courses that I've received, or that I've purchased, or that I've downloaded. Even though it's
Joe,
like
you had mentioned having multiple workspaces. Is there a limit to the number that you can have, or is that practical to have more?
I think it's going to create more confusion than not. 2 is the max I'm personally going to use, because at a certain point, then it makes it more difficult to manage everything. But the reason I have 2 is just to separate the stuff that's for the public that I'm sharing to make money, versus my personal thoughts. Like, I don't want any of my stuff to actually get shared or anything. I just want it separated, So that's kind of why I have 2. And to create a new workspace, you just go up here at the top and you drop this down, and it's still loading, I think. So give it a second here.
So would it be practical to have a separate workspace for a client or a particular project or something like that?
So I'll be honest, I haven't done that yet. I haven't worked with clients using Notion, so I really don't know if that's the best way, how to do that. Depends on what you're doing. And I'd have to know the use case. And I'm still not 100%, I'm not the expert on this yet. I just see the possibility, and I have been using it for 6 months now, and I love it for my own personal stuff. But I'm definitely not like the guy who has every single feature figured out and knows the best way to use it. I'm still learning, and I'm trying. I'm a very unorganized person by nature. Marlon will tell you that, but I'm getting better. So if you go up here and right click on this,
you're in the right place. This is therapy for all of us.
So by default, you'll just have the first one here that'll be called My Workspace, or My First Workspace, probably, or something like that. And then you just click on these little hamburgers. It's kind of hidden. I almost didn't find it. And then you click Join or Create a New Workspace. And then you can create the second one if you need to. And you don't even need to create the second one until you're ready to actually create your product or whatever. But if you just want to start using this and figuring out how it all works, then just get your account and keep it simple. Okay, so now what I want to show you is someone else's courses here. So let's just see, the most recent one I just got yesterday, okay? The Cold Emails Master Course. So I'm just going to open that up in a new window, and you guys can see what it is capable. And this is just using out of the box formatting and stuff. And then I'll show you, last thing I'll show you is how you can really make it your own. And then I didn't think it would take this long to explain this, but I guess my course is going to have to be a little longer than I realized. But yeah, the cold email masterclass. So like, is that still loading? Come on, load. Yeah. So you can actually have a header too. I didn't mention that before. It's completely optional, and you can have a custom icon too and a custom header. So you can change your header and everything like that. In fact, let me go find just want to show you that really quick too. Let me search for mine. Actually, I think it's right on this page. Sorry, my freaking computer is a little laggy with the recording and the Zoom going. Oops, wrong one. I should have these all loaded.
The audio appears to be gone.
What's that? I didn't hear you. TikTok swipe feed. So let's go check this one out, and I'll just show you how you can create a custom header. So I just created this in, once it loads, you'll see it. I created this in Canva on the free account. So this is another thing that you can do for free. Canva has, I mean, you can do almost everything you want in Canva, except for, you can't do transparency and use all the like crazy features, but like just to design something very simple, Canva is amazing, right? So this is TikTok swipe feed, and I redesigned it like this. It kind of looks weird with all this space here, but the reason I do that is because a lot of people are going to be using mobile, so it looks good. Come on, move. This is what I was talking about. So I'm going to be embedding TikToks directly in, directly in here. I think they're trying to load. That's what's taking so long. So you can embed anything, like I was saying. And so anyway, you can create this custom header. Looks good. Has some branding. And then, but like the major thing, this is the part that's going to show. Like the very center is what's going to show on mobile. And then on desktop, obviously the whole thing will show. So just something to keep in mind, because otherwise some people design one where most of the text and stuff is on the outside, and then it'll look horrible on mobile. That's why I point that out. Okay, so now here's an example of embedding a TikTok right here. It embeds the entire thing with the description in one click. So literally all you do is you grab the link from TikTok and you do the exact same thing. You paste it and it'll say create embed, and then you hit yes, create embed. And that's it. And that's how you do that. It makes it super simple. So TikTok swipe feed is going to be like or it's not just ads, it's going to be ads and organic, Okay, let's go over here. Cold email masterclass. Look at this. So now this is the front page. So like when I clone this, I can share it. It clones this and everything below it. Now each one of these is a different page. These are all sub pages. So this is like your table of contents, sort of, right? And so he doesn't have a lot of stuff, but he's linking right here. He's linking to his main website. And he's got action items down here. Join our community on Facebook. So he's linking to his Facebook group. Number 2, record a video testimonial. And number 3, need help with this. And he's linking to apply to work with him. So this is what I was talking about. You want to have all those call to actions in there. And so this looks pretty good. You can see that it doesn't look bad at all out of the box. It's just a matter of learning how to format it like this. So this right here, I think it's just a highlight box maybe. Copy link. And then you can turn any one of these things, you can turn it into something else. So if you hit the wrong one, it's a heading 3, then you were like, oh, I want to turn it into a toggle. You can do that. So this is a call out. Yeah, I was right. So it's a call out, and each call out gets a little icon. And so for his icons, he hit 1, 2, and 3. And then that's 3 call to actions. This is very similar to the super signature that Dean Jackson teaches, or Dean Jackson. Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Somebody's testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm not going to go through all this, but I'm just showing you. It can look pretty cool. These are all just out of the box emojis that come with it, I believe. So how to write personalized first lines. You click on that. That's a
Testing.
subpage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's testing? I can hear you. Is that Jim?
Yeah, no, I'll mention what's happening.
2, 3, 4.
Steve is having audio issues, so that's what he's not hearing us.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I thought so, because he was the only one that's not muted. All right. But he was talking before, so that's why I was confused. But I'll just continue this, and then we can wrap up. But this is an example. You have all these subpages. So you can have all this stuff. You just put the content right in there. Then you can have tables and you can organize stuff and just like you could on a blog, you know, and make it look pretty sweet. You can link stuff. So you can link out to resources. Each one of these, you can use your affiliate link, you know, right on a hyperlink to make it look kind of nice and without making it obvious that it's an affiliate link. And there's a web embed. Okay, so you can do all these kind of things, and then that's a very comprehensive little resource. He's giving this away for free, right, on Twitter. So look, he's got the whole thing right there, but the whole thing is to get him to be an expert so that you'll freaking reach out to apply to work with him, because he's going to do it all for you. So he has all this content that's like complicated, work, takes time. And then he says, oh, well, my team will do it all for you when you join my program, right? So it's really cool. You can create a lot of great content and just tell them the what, but not the how. Or you tell them the how, but it's going to be very complicated. And if you want us to take that off your plate, reach out to us and let's have a call. So it's a very cool way to do it. And so now when I clone this in there, it clones all the subpages. It doesn't matter how many videos are in there. It doesn't matter how many embeds. It doesn't matter how much text. It could be pages and pages and pages. It could be like a little mini encyclopedia. But when you clone it, it instantly goes into your account and they have access to your product, and they're never going to lose it, right? It's really, really cool. So let's see what else I wanted to cover. Oh, and then I'll just show you this, the icons. So like, I like my stuff to stand out, and this is kind of new to a lot of people, but it's been around for a while. And so you see a lot of people giving out Notion stuff sometimes, and a lot of it kind of mixes in together. So I just thought I wanted to see what I could do to spice it up. So I create a page with custom icons. That's just one idea, but you can also embed images and like make it pop. So if you do good design, you can have good header images to make it stand out, like I did with the swipe feed one. But here, these are all custom images that I imported to make it just look a little bit different. And each one of these is for each page, so I could create like a whole thing. And though, you know, I could change these words to whatever I want, but the images themselves, you can import the images right there. And so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have, you know, video 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to use these nice little icons right here for however many videos there are. And then I'll do the same thing in the bonus section. I'll start over bonus 1, bonus 2, bonus 3, just to kind of make it pop. Or, you know, on some of them, if it's related, I'll use one of these for each of the services. Obviously, if I'm talking about Twitter, I'll probably use the Twitter one, right? So there's little things like that. You just have, and the thing is, you just have to, these are all free, so you don't even have to pay for those. Normally it's like $10 a month or whatever. But these are all ones I downloaded from different sites. So depending on which ones you want, you got to just leave these links here. As long as you have these links at the bottom of the page, it's completely legal to use them for free. So even though these pages get duplicated into a Twitter, they're still web pages, right? And they're still branded and they're still clickable, right? So it's a really cool way. You save a lot of money that way as well. So you can customize this, add your own fonts. And yeah, so like I recommend Loom. Like if you're already paying for Loom, I think Loom is the fastest way to get started. You record a video and then you just copy the link in, boom, done. And YouTube, if you want completely free hosting that's going to last a lifetime, then YouTube is obviously good because you don't have to pay for YouTube. Loom, as good as it is, it's still $10 a month, right? And so if you stop paying, I don't know what happens to those videos. If you were paying for 2 years and you have 100 videos on there or 500 videos, I don't know if the embeds still work after you cancel, or if you know, your subscription lapses or whatever. I'm not sure how that works, but I know for creating a course fast, there's nothing faster because you literally record and you paste it in and your video's in there. And once you create a nice little layout the way that you like, you can create it, make it look pretty nice. And now that product will live forever and it's completely free. There's no server, platform, hosting, nothing. Okay, now I was talking about there's 2 prices. If you want to upload videos directly to Notion, so you can go here /video. Come on. Sorry. It's so slow that it didn't respond. Okay, and video, embed video from YouTube, whatever. But you can click on upload and you can choose a video. So now on the free plan, 5 megabyte is the maximum file size, which is not a lot. It's not a huge site or huge file size. So you're going to, if you want to not have to worry about a third-party tool and you don't want to worry about YouTube, you don't want to have to pay for Loom, you can upgrade on this and you can upload videos up to 5 gigabytes. And 5 gigabytes is huge. So very few videos are going to be more than 5 gigabytes. And then once you upload it, it just automatically embeds. And now it's hosted in Notion for life. Like, you know, so there's no third-party tool and it'll keep working, and it has a nice player and everything built into it. So that's an option as well. And the same thing goes for, video files or audio files that you embed. So you can embed it. I think it embeds an audio player for you automatically. So if you have a link to an MP3 or you upload an MP3 from a podcast or something, I think it'll create a nice little player with a play button and everything instead of just attaching it as a file to download, right? Really cool. Okay, any questions? Marlon, are you there? Oh, Marlon, well, he's on, but I don't think he's around. So he actually, oh, Steve is back. Sorry, Steve. Steve, you're back. Maybe. Connecting to audio. Man, I hate audio issues. All right. Is there any questions? I mean, obviously there's more I could cover, and I'm happy to give you guys my course or whatever. If you follow me on or send me a message on Facebook or something. Even though I don't have Facebook up here, it's Joe Lavery for Facebook too. Oh, it is right there, my Facebook. Yeah. So if you hit me up at Joe Lavery, message me whenever this course is done. I'll be happy to give you guys a free copy since you're on Marlon's membership.
Thank you so much, Joe. Great job.
Appreciate it. Okay. Any questions before I close it down?
Yeah, give you some great ideas for thought.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and the good thing too is if you want to save even more time, then if you find other people's content that you get, and a good place to do that is Twitter. You can you can just duplicate it into your account, and then once it's in your account, all the formatting, it'll save you a ton of time on how to make it look good and how to do the subpages and everything. And then you just go change all the text, change the links out, change the videos out, and that's probably easier than starting from scratch from a blank page.
So
Yeah,
there are
absolutely.
lots of tools available and different ways of getting content online. What would you say is the best use for Notion in terms of the kind of content and the kind of audience that you're trying to reach?
I think that's completely dependent on what your business is and who you're trying to reach. I mean, I think it'll work for anybody.
Okay.
Anybody that, any market that wants to download content or watch videos, anything you can do to save them time. You can do your whole course through this instead of having a membership or something like that. Like I showed you, this right here, it's got like seven or 10 chapters, and each one of those is pretty detailed. This is something he could easily sell for. It's a pretty darn good course. Let's look at another one. So he has content and stuff like this, but he could embed video. He could have a video on each page along with the text. He has a lot of text, and call outs and stuff. Like this could sell. Like any kind of content could be. Like there's probably some marketplaces, that have never heard of Notion, and so then they'll be like, "What the hell is Notion?" And so what I would recommend for that, I don't have an example here, but what I would recommend is on this first thank you page right here. Let's just say this is the page you're going to share. What I would have is Cold Email Masterclass, but then I would have right here, I would have watch this video first. In the video, I would just have like a 1-minute video explaining how Notion is the superior way to consume content. So all you have to do is create a free account and click the duplicate button, and you show you actually doing it, just like I showed you guys for earlier. Show them how to duplicate it on the exact page. So that now they have a video, and they're not going to be shocked. And once they find out how good Notion is, they're going to actually be happy because you're the one that told them about it. Because that's what happened to me. I had never heard of Notion, and I think it was Dan Coe was the first one. And I was downloading something from Dan Coe, the one I showed you earlier, and I was like, "What the hell is Notion?" And I wasn't sure if I wanted to download it, but I'm glad I did. And that's how he provided value by using Notion, and he got thought leader status in my mind. Like, oh, this guy is tech savvy. He knows what is going on. He knows what the future is. So I think that'll happen to a lot of people. If you're selling a lot of courses or doing a lot of getting a lot of people on your list, each one of those persons has an opportunity to then see you in that same light. And I think they'll be pretty happy once they get Notion, and then they have your course. They can't lose the course. There's no password or login that you have to worry about. There's no support for you. All you have to do is say, "Hey, just log into your Notion, or just send them the link again, which is really easy to do as well.
Mhm,
And you don't have to worry about your web hosting going down. You don't have to worry about your domain expiring. You don't have to worry about any of the things that have happened to me over the last 20 years. So the URL is going to, Notion is enterprise. It's going to stay there, and the link is going to be good for a decade from now. I'd be willing to bet. So that makes it really cool. And it makes it so easy to deliver products. You don't have to worry about crazy stuff. You just put it as the delivery URL in your shopping cart, or you can use, there's so many different, and it doesn't matter how you sell. There's so many different platforms you can sell on, and that you just give them that link and you're done. You don't have to worry about integrations or APIs or any of that kind of stuff. You save a ton of time, and you can just focus on creating the product and then selling the product, or, building your list.
So that sounds important. I mean, just the idea that you can simply use a URL that will connect people with Notion, as opposed to having an API, makes it very, very flexible.
Yeah.
Okay. Worth taking a look at. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate
All right.
your time.
Guys, check these. Go get a Notion account and check it out. I think you'll like it. And there's a lot more to it. And if you go search on YouTube, you can find so much information on it. That video I showed you in here, there's like all these 30 or 40-minute videos that I'll just walk you through, and people that are professional content creators that are like with fancy graphics, and like they're gonna like edit out all the ums and ahs like I had here tonight. You know what I mean? And you can like get up to speed in like an hour or less. And I think you'll really like it. And I highly recommend getting the mobile app to go along with it. And you sign in, you're going to stay signed in your mobile app. Then you can just anytime, because what I was doing is I was doing TikTok, right? So I'm on my phone. I'm always watching my phone on TikTok. I don't watch TikTok on my desktop. So every time I see a video and I want to share it with someone, all I have to do is copy the link. I switch over to Notion. I hit paste. It takes 2 clicks and boom, it's embedded in the freaking site. Looks great. And then when I log in on desktop, it's there and I can share the page. And you can do the same thing with Twitter links. You can embed tweets. You can embed, you can even embed Facebook Reels, Facebook posts. You can embed any kind of social media just about that allows embedding. You just click the link and it automatically embeds it, makes it look nice. And now you can have something that is curating. This is a big opportunity to curate other people's content as well. So I think there's a lot of use cases. I'm not sure if it meets the exact use cases you guys have in mind, but I'm sure somebody that watches this video eventually will be, it'll be up their alley.
Thanks so much, Joe. I did have one comment as well.
Sure.
I can see that if you duplicate, whether you're using your personal workspace or not, right, you could duplicate, and once someone had the product, you could be editing the new version in a totally separate one, even though that would not impact your current customers. Does that make sense? So you sold something, the original, but then you could
be creating version 2.
Yeah, just to kind of keep it organized a little bit. And the original URL still remains. They can still always access it.
Right.
But then once you share the new URL, then that's the one they should go to. And you could even maybe, it
depends on how you're doing it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if there was a way, like if you were doing an update, it'd be nice if you could go back into the prior version and put the new link. But
you could do that, but it won't share.
Yeah. I think, that's the way you're creating the next content anyway. But great job. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. I don't think Marlon's on here. Oh, go ahead.
Thanks,
Steve.
Joe. That was a great info. My audio cut out partway through. Could you give me that link again?
The link to.
No, it was a link you gave it. My audio cut out when you gave it.
I don't know what link I gave. Notion.so is where you sign up for Notion. I'm not sure what URL you were talking about. I think the only one I gave out was Notion. So you just go to Notion.
Facebook.
Yeah, what the issue is when someone leaves Zoom, then they lose access to their prior chat. So Steve, I can email you. I have the chat log saved, so I'll email it to you.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, guys, I'm gonna close this down because I don't see Marlon in here, and he told me to do an hour, and I think we've done that, and I gotta go anyway. So, but yeah, if you just message me on Facebook, I'll be happy to give you guys a free access to the course when it's done, which will be a little bit more, step by step without any of the lags.
Very nice.
All right,
thanks for your time. Yeah.
Take care, guys, everyone.
Appreciate
See you next time. Cheers.
See ya.
Now, one of us can pretend to be Marlon. Or not.
Do you remember the time that he had a power issue or something like that, and we just kind of kept it going?
Yeah, it was great.
I was kind of surprised that he didn't come back, so I'm waiting for a minute to see if he pops back on. But...
Yeah. When you've got a regular obligation like this.
I left rather abruptly last week.
Yeah, you're still having some sort of.
You're still breaking up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I left rather abruptly last week. What happened was my computer crashed.
Oh no!
And
that answers.
I've only just got it back, and I'm on a different one right now.
So the email address showing in your profile, Steve, that's the email address to use for the chat log?
It is, yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that right after the group. I think I'm going to head out, guys. I thought Marlon might pop back on, but
very good.
Maybe not.
Okay. Always good to see you, Jim. Appreciate your contributions.
Oh, it's great to see you guys.
Have a great week. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. See you. Bye.
All the best, guys.
See ya.
So, Steve, how can we help you the most in the meantime?
Oh, it's some food for thought there tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about how to use it for a membership site. I guess that I'm working with somebody right now who wants to put up a membership site, and I'm looking for a way to make it happen fast and easy and low cost. Basically, they've got a nonprofit that they're trying to, organize some folks around, and it's kind of a low scale thing. And I thought this might be a good idea for that, but I'm not sure.
Tim, I wonder if you went to the Notion site itself, would they offer some suggestions about how to do that?
That might be the case. I don't know. I think I'll take the time and take a look at that. The other thing about Notion that occurs to me, and I'm not quite sure how it fits together, and I think Jim F. was kind of hinting at this in some of his comments. If you do something and then save it and duplicate it for your own purposes, essentially you're creating a template that could be repurposed in other ways. And so, what would happen if we went into Notion and said, okay, I want to create a model or a template for a membership site using this? Would it be useful to try to format things in a certain way? The one concern I've got in hearing Joe's description is that it seems very limited in terms of the ability to customize things, like adding fonts or changing colors and things of that sort.
Yeah, that's the impression I had also.
And then he seemed to be having consistent problems with bandwidth in terms of things uploading slowly. And I'm not sure if that was his local computer or a problem with Notion or something else. It's always hard to tell in that kind of situation. But that it did not seem highly responsive in terms of the speed at which it was executing things.
Tim, one idea I had would be if you took a good video from YouTube, and what you did is you built some commentary around that, and you offered people this option, say, this is a great video, made some special notes and some special comments on it, and you can get it by going to this link. So in order to get it, they'd have to give you their email address. Okay. That would be a good link builder.
So you would take the video and actually stop it and make a comment, and then
what you would do is you would offer them a video, and then when seeing the video, they'd also have this option to go and get your analysis of that video with some key points.
So the analysis would be like a separate document or an additional video
It's
or
a separate
whatever.
document, and in order to get that, they'd have to give you their email address in order to obtain it. You could offer it free for their
Mhm.
email address.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
there'd be a quick way to build your list, and that way you wouldn't have to do it over and over and over again. You'd have one product that you just use continuously.
So one of the things that I've been grappling with, especially this past week, is defining an audience. A few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I completed a process. I had been putting together a sales page for a product that I had created about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It was a 90-minute video presentation, and it talked about principles from a pretty broad perspective. And the marketing piece that I put together, an extended sales letter, focused on the general benefits to people and overcoming financial difficulties. And, you can have more flexibility, you can take a vacation, you can do great things for your kids, whatever. And so I got a strong response to that. And I was very, very pleased because I'd put a lot of time into creating the sales letter, and things just happened to click. I'd not had that kind of success in a long time. So after that, I took another product and I kind of fell into a booby trap of creating a new product based on some current situations and setting up potential stock market trades relative to that. And it was all time sensitive. In other words, the product is good until the end of June. And it's identifying in advance particular potentially profitable stock market setups in that time frame. I thought, oh, this is going to be great. People are going to love this. And I put the thing together and got total crickets. I sold one copy of it, is all. And I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. Well, obviously, I was in the frame of mind of addressing a general audience, talking about the benefits of having more money, and not specifically an audience of traders in the stock market.
Right.
So that's one of the things that I'm understanding, and whatever it is we're selling, that we have to have that kind of focus. Who are we talking to? What are their concerns individually?
Yeah, absolutely. The first product that you mentioned, have you thought of, say, expanding on that article and then putting ads on from different credit card companies, like using Google Ads, Google AdSense?
No,
Because
I've not
credit card
thought about
companies
that.
pay
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
So Google might charge a credit card company $100 for an ad. And if they put it on your site and someone clicks on it, you get 50.
Gotcha. So simply adding their ads and using that as a revenue stream.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That
And like
would,
the credit cards would be one of the highest in terms of revenue.
I like that because that's a common element to the audience there. We're dealing with financial matters.
And what you could do, you could weave in suggestions of how to look at credit cards responsibly, not have and offer suggestions along those lines as well.
So it would serve a purpose for the credit card companies. So it's kind of a co-sponsorship or a little stronger kind of affiliate connection that offers
Exactly,
them
yeah.
some value. Yeah, okay. A little more reciprocity
Yeah,
there.
so and it makes it attractive for, say, credit card ads, and that's what Google would then put on your site.
Interesting.
And
Yeah,
they're very
look into that
lucrative
kind of
to
thing.
get people to click on.
Mhm. Well, I'm looking for something I can do to help generate a more stable revenue stream. What I typically do is I'll invest a good bit of time and energy into creating a high-end product and market that and have a launch and get some money in for 6 months. And then there's the famine side of the feast.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
what do we do now?
Those are highs and the lows.
Exactly. So it's getting things in a steady trickle, even if it's a little bit on a regular basis, can be very beneficial. But
Absolutely.
mhm.
Especially if you can have a number of what I call little oil wells out there.
Right. So, what are your biggest plans and challenges with marketing Botox? You heard you talk about that a number of times, and it seems like there's always
Yeah,
something left to be done there.
all the time, and it's very very frustrating at times. And actually, it's fillers that are a better source of revenue than the Botox itself, but they sort of go together. People want one quite often, want the other. But
Hmm.
what we've done just today, we had a meeting with a group in London.
Hmm.
We had a 2-hour meeting with them, and they really good stuff. I got to give them credit. So they're going to handle or manage our Google account for us.
Oh, okay.
We're just getting started, so time will tell how well it works. But they know Google inside and out.
So, what
They
makes
were telling
your
me that
your
Google now,
offer
Google's not really
different?
sophisticated, especially with Google AI and remarketing, that it has gone beyond the means of the ordinary business's marketing department to understand it well enough to make a go of it. So you really want a specialist to take it over.
Yeah, the AI side of things is mushrooming so rapidly, and it's yeah, quite mind-boggling in terms of the capabilities. But as you say, I'm looking at what do I need to do now? Spend 20 hours a week trying to figure all this stuff out, just to be able to keep up.
Have I lost audio again? I can't. Can you hear me, Jim? Jim?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Steve? Hello. I'm trying to chat here. Let's see. So let's see. So I can hear what you're saying, that you're breaking up a little bit, but you can't hear me. Is that right? Let me see. Did I get muted? No, no, I'm not muted. Hmm. Um, hmm. So I'm going to say I'm talking now. Can you hear me? Oops. Oh, those weren't the right keys. So yeah.